Welcome guys to another edition of Cyprus and Crime, the first in 2023. So we are still in January and a lot of things have been happening in Cyprus which are not really legal. So we're going to be checking three very amazing, I would say amazing but in the negative way, stories, and they were all reported in the major Cyprus press, which is field news. So let's check out these stories, what they are all about. Let's go. So the first story for today's Cyprus and Crime is, I'm gonna read it and share it on the screen so we can see together. This was reported by Field News, like I earlier said. So the title of this article says, a man arrested over stolen meat worth over 50,000 euros from former employer. This sounds interesting. So let's scroll down and see what the article is talking about. The article says Limassol police have arrested a 47-year-old man in connection with a case of stolen frozen meat from a warehouse worth over 50,000 euros. I mean, like, you can imagine how much meat was stolen, right? Like, it's 50,000 euros of meat we are talking about. So the criminal action took place in the coastal city between 2022 and 2023. So it was like towards ending of 2023 and beginning 2020, ending 2022 and beginning 2023. So according to the complaint, there were deficiencies in the frozen meat box that were in the warehouses cold storage room rented out in Limassol since the beginning of 2022. In early 2023, the complaint placed detection devices on boxes of meat in an attempt to locate the perpetrator, and on Monday the complaint informed the police and provided evidence of the location of the box. Are you guys really understanding this story? So this person used to work for the owner and decided to steal from this owner, right? Never knowing that the meat boxes carry detective instrument, and so when he ran with it, they located the meat using these detective instruments, and the owner reported the case to the police and the man was arrested. This is 2023 and already people are not sleeping, right? You're trying to do the worst crimes, and you wouldn't even think of that, like somebody stealing meat, like meat. Can you imagine that? Alright, so now it's time to check on the second story. So the second story's title says, stolen copper pipe from Paphos complex plunges area into darkness for hours. Man, this is serious. So let's check out what this article is talking about. So it reads, a copper pipe was stolen. You know copper, right? Copper pipe. So let me not read it too fast. A copper pipe was stolen over the weekend from a substation of the Electricity Authority of Cyprus in an apartment building in Paphos, and the entire area was plunged into darkness for hours. Police arrested a 34-year-old man in connection with the theft, which was reported by an employee of a telecommunication company. He was informed via a message about a power cord in a particular apartment building in Paphos, where his company has an operation office. The employee had gone to the police and found out that the door of the authorities' substation violated with an unknown man inside. So the man inside fled the scene in panic, leaving several items of evidence behind. Also in his possession, police found other illegally possessed property. The damage caused by the suspect's illegal intervention in the substation was repaired by the authority a few hours later. Okay, Man, like you see, guys are not really sleeping, right? Like they're thinking, how am I gonna make some euros very, very fast? Yeah. And you know, they try to be wise over their moves, but unfortunately, like in most of the cases, these people are usually caught. But this is an amazing story. Like, who would think to go and steal copper from the electricity authority? Man, like, this is insane. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy. So, Cyprus, man, Cyprus is little with a lot of wahala. Anyway, let's go out now and check the third story. Let's go. Alright, so now we're gonna check the third story. So the third story title says, this was still reported by Phil News, I have to remind you guys, 6 arrested for stabbing. So let's check what the article is talking about. A 23-year-old foreigner, a resident of Chrysocho's apartment, complained to the police that on Saturday afternoon, and while he was in his home with other roommates, one of them attacked him and beat him. At the same time, the second one injured him with a knife in the shoulder and neck. The 23-year-old went to Paphos hospital, where it was found that he suffered injuries to his nose and lips and shoulders and neck, and after being given first aid, he was discharged. So police examinations identified the two 33-year-old roommates of the complainant, who were arrested and taken into custody to facilitate investigations into the ongoing case of conspiracy to commit a felony and a misdemeanor, wounding and assault causing actual body harm. Okay, so this is a situation where we find a lot in Cyprus, like, because in Cyprus many people have to live together for purpose to pay lesser bills. We always have these fights coming up and people have been killed, especially in the Congolese community. I don't know about other communities, but I'm just mentioning that. But generally it always turns out to fight, and this guy was being beaten and stabbed by his own roommate. Can you imagine that? So this is what has been happening in Cyprus in 2023. Cyprus and Crime. I'm happy you guys watched to the end. If you have anything to say about crimes happening in your area, please contact South King, or you can leave a comment under this video and I will get in touch to you. It was nice to share this negative part of our lovely country, but we always have to show the light where it's dark. Thanks for watching. It's South King. See you soon. Bye bye.